guys.
So I'm sure you'd like to get a finish every fight, but a decision like that where you got to show some of your more well-rounded skills that you've been working on in the grappling, I mean, is there something kind of satisfying about that type of fight?
It was a fucking tiring fight. I made some mistakes, and I was kind of beating myself up about them during the fight. And then I'm still not used to being on my back, and there was quite a few times in the fight where I was on my back for a long period of time. At least in my mind, it was a long period of time, waiting for the ref to stand us up, waiting to see what was going on. And so I didn't really know how close it was. I mean, I knew obviously it was bleeding all over the place, but I didn't know how they were going to score it. But when the score came back what it was, I won every round. And then won it by I was 26-30 or whatever. So that felt really good. And it was kind of at that moment that I realized that it was a good performance and that I showed a lot of improvement. My coaches are pretty happy. I'm always my worst critic, even with my coaches concerned. So there was some stuff that I know I can do better. And I watched an interview with Keith Berry had done this week with somebody, and it wasn't with you guys. It was like some obscure media site, but I saw it, and that was rude. I'm just kidding. But he said something along the lines of, I think Joe's on his way out toward the end of Joe's career, and this is his opportunity to snatch the spotlight or some shit like that. And I just think, man, what a dumb thing to say. I think I'm in a growing phase of my career right now, and I'm in a new sport, and I think that you guys told me I feel like I'm improving a lot, and I think it's pretty undeniable that I'm going to be a force to be reckoned with here real soon.
I mean, a sweep from Mount in the third round. I mean, is that something you take pride in, and pulling something like that off?
It's funny. I was doing that in practice, and Cowboy, actually, we got in an argument about it, and Jafari Veneer and I were just talking about it in the back right now. And Cowboy's like, that'll never work. Don't do that. You got to push the knee down. You got to do whatever. And in that same practice, I hit Cowboy with it. And it was like, yeah, whatever, but it'll never happen in a fight. So, Cowboy, I know that was half-assed and not the thing to do, but it worked again.
How close did you think you were?
And I grunted like a motherfucker when I did it too. I was like, "Rah!" to get it, but it worked.
How close did you think you were to finishing the fight really early? It looked like you might get the spectacular KO to start.
I was just telling Danny Brenner, the PR guy, that man, I made some really stupid mistakes, and the biggest regret I have in that fight wasn't even. Did you see at the end of the first round where they did 10 seconds and I thought it was over and got double legged? I mean, that could have been really catastrophic and stupid. But worse than that was I dropped him right off the bat and fucking dove into his guard, and I'm down there and I'm what the fuck am I doing in here? So yeah, it was awesome that I dropped him. Like I said, it was definitely a big learning curve from this fight and a lot that I can improve on. But overall, I felt like it was a good performance, and it was undeniably an exciting fight to watch, I'm sure.
No doubt. Last thing for me, what's next? I mean, as you said before the fight, you want to fight 10 times this year, but imagine you'd like a little time to recover after that. But what's the plan from here?
I mean, my feet are, and as long as I've been kickboxing, it still seems like every time I win, even winning a fight, I'm limping to my hotel room afterwards. So, as soon as my feet are better, I'd like to fight again. I think that I'm showing a lot of improvement and a lot of growth. I hope that Scott Coker and everybody at Bellator is happy with that performance. And, the more often you put me in there, the quicker I'm going to learn. So, I would like to get in there as soon as possible. I know they have a lot of fights coming up this year, and I know there's a lot of fights that will be exciting matchups for me. And now it's you don't have to give me a ground guy. You don't have to give me a wrestler. I want to fight everybody. So, the sooner the better. I just want to get back in there again. I don't get paid to sit at home and train.
Were you ever frustrated, being on your back and having to fight off your back?
I think that, I guess I was frustrated a little, but not nearly as much as I used to be. I used to be oh, fuck, what do I do? And now it was I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I was listening to my coaches, and I was just waiting for that opportunity to do the moves that I was supposed to be doing. And I felt a level of calmness that I've never felt in there before when I was in those bad positions. And like I said, I think that's just growth, and overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I think my cardio could be a little better, but it was good.